Hello everyone, this video is not in HD obviously, but you can hear me. So we just left Wembley. It is 10 to 1 in the morning, heading back home now. It's about a 2-3 hour journey. Just watched Usyk Dubois 2, so I'll talk you through my day first. Went to the Box Park, went to Box Fest at Box Park. I was like a special guest. Felt very out of place actually. There's Conor Ben, Fury, Parker, Caballero, but I was happy to be there. Had a really good time. Everyone was there, to be honest. Everyone was there. It was good. And then went over to the venue. I was working for Talksport all week. I did the commentary tonight. Really enjoyed it. Online, Gareth Davies gets a lot of stick again, but I'm here to stick up for him again. That man can get where water can't. I've never seen anyone. He's in the ring, he was talking to Turkey, he was talking to Jake Paul, he was talking to Gordon Ramsay. Couldn't believe it. He makes me laugh my head off. Just crazy, man. Did the commentary all night, unbelievable. I was literally 2 or 3 yards from the ring, getting paid to talk about boxing. Like, I couldn't suffer dreams really. So we'll start with the main event, Usyk Dubois. A few months ago, I'm thinking, Usyk might be on the slide, Dubois might win. Fight week came around, and I thought, Dubois is not good enough to beat Usyk. Not smart enough. Strong enough, it's hard enough, but just not good enough. Not a good enough boxer. It's boxing. Usyk looked phenomenal. The fight started, and then he'll come out with his hands by his chest, and he couldn't cut the ring off. Usyk, every time they threw a jab, Usyk would just slip it and move into space. Daniel didn't try to cut him off. He didn't sort of like exit for him. Look, I've sparred Usyk. I know how hard it is. He chinned me on the last day, but I had some success with him. You have to do certain things, not even success, but like to start him off some success. You know, to give yourself a chance. I don't have the physicality of Dubois, but if Dubois did a few simple things right, he would have given himself a better chance. I thought Dubois was poor. I thought Dubois was really bad. Usyk, I think, is one of the best of all time, and he's capable of making anyone look a bit bad. But Daniel, not that he looked bad, he looked novice-y. His hands were in the wrong position. He was falling over his feet. He was knackered after a round. He was all at sea, really. The corner was a bit of a shambles. At the end of round 1, Don Charles got in the ring. Kieran Farrell on the side of the ring. Daniel's not looking at either. He's looking outside the ring at his old man for advice. His old man shouting, "Double jab right hand." And I thought, alright, fair enough. But if you want to give the advice, like, get your license and go in the corner, and if he's going to listen to you. The last thing Daniel needs after getting his head jabbed off in round 1, being made to miss, blowing heavy, is looking out of the ring, turning around. Like, I thought it was a bit of a shambles, I'll be completely honest. Don Charles is a great trainer with a great track record, but I just thought his old man pretty much taking the reins. I thought, not a boxing coach, I thought it was mad. I thought Daniel's performance was just, I thought it was really, really, really poor. Because Daniel fundamentally has great basics, has a great jab, he has good feet. Like in the Nathan Gorman fight, I thought it was great. The Joshua fight, he was just brute force. And that's what I've been saying all week. Like, Usyk is not answering Joshua, Hrgovic and Miller. They're good fighters. Joshua's a great fighter, but they're a physical challenge. Daniel's physically probably the best heavyweight in the world physically. Power, speed, strength, all that stuff. But Usyk, he's all wrong for him. He's too intelligent, he's too clever, he's too fast. But I was disappointed in Dubois. I didn't think he'd win the fight, but I expected a better performance. I wanted a better performance, wanted a more competitive fight. It was really one-sided. Dubois was never ever in it. Yeah, I thought it was terrible. And people say, well, he'd batter you. He probably would, yeah. Don't deny it, but he was poor by world championship standards. He was poor. Usyk, I think Usyk is one of the best fighters of all time. So people say, well, it's unfair to say Daniel was poor. He was beat by the better man, and that is largely what it's down to. But Daniel was doing such novice-y things, like his hands by his chest. You know, he wasn't even throwing punches properly. He was throwing punches from his... There was no power in anything he did. He had no jab, couldn't cut the ring off. Simple things. Really, really simple things just to give yourself a chance. And he didn't. So, Usyk now, I think he'll fight Fury again. You know, you hear things and whatever else. I think he'll fight Fury again. I would like to see Usyk retire. I don't think there's anything left for him to do. There is stuff he can do, but there's not stuff that I don't think there's anything out there that can further enhance his credentials as an all-time great. Itama is way too early. Itama shouldn't be anywhere near Usyk. I think it will ruin him. Parker and Gabriel, great fighters. I think Gabriel has a good chance of probably beating him stylistically, but they don't add anything to his resume really. And you know, another great win, but in reality he's a 3-time undisputed champion. He wins over Fury and Joshua, the two other best heavyweights this generation. I don't think there's anything left to do for him. As for Daniel Dubois, again you're rebuilding, but with Dubois you put him in with the boxing. I realise it's all about styles. It's all about the opposition. Boxing's you're only as good as the man you face, and when you want to win the undisputed title, you have to fight who's in front of you. But when they bring Daniel back, they can't be putting him in with clever movers and stuff. They've got to put him in with guys that he's built to beat. You know, he's going to be in the home corner. You know, put him in with these big guys that are physical, that aren't great boxers, because he'll smash through all of them. So he'll be back, and he's certainly one of the best heavyweights in the world. But he will never beat Alexander Usyk, even if Alexander Usyk was 42. I should say 42, it's not even that far away, but that's what I would say. As for the undercard, it wasn't a great undercard, I didn't think. It started with, was it Georgian Olympian medalist against James Francis. For an Olympic medalist, I thought he was going to be a lot better than he was, and that might sound unfair. He couldn't punch for toffee. He wasn't bad, obviously. He was good. He was textbook. He was good. He did things right, but there was no wow factor. I was disappointed, really. Francis, he did well, really. He was tough and he looked after himself well. He'll give some good fighters a few rounds. I thought he did well, really. But the Georgian fella, I wasn't really blown away. Next was Adam Hamed. He boxed Ezekiel Gregores. Ezekiel Gregores is not bad, and Adam's only had 5 pro fights. That was number 6. No amateur experience, no other boxing experience. He has a good jab. He has good fundamentals. He has good feet, good jab. But he has no experience. It's very difficult. People put pressure on him because of his dad. He's very, very talented, but he needs a lot more fights like that. He's miles off where if he wants to go to the top, he's miles off because he hasn't got the experience, but he has got the talent. He has to just keep being consistent. They have to keep matching him. It's all about the matching. I couldn't stress enough how important matchmaking is. But yeah, he's a good friend of mine, so hopefully they keep matching him well. He keeps consistent in the gym, and he has the talent to do good things. Next up was Serenko and Dakers. Serenko 22-0, 19 KOs. He wasn't a puncher. He was strong and tough, but he was poor, really. Dakers did well after the Adelaide result. He did well to come back and hold himself together. It got tough for him. He was absolutely exhausted after 4, but he got through it. Serenko, I was disappointed in. I didn't think he was that good. He was tough and strong, but it was poor, really. You can see in America he'd been boxing very average kids, and he isn't very good. Solomon Dakers, he's put himself in the mix now with myself and Jamie TKB, Fraser Clark. He's in that mix, I guess. Serenko will be used again because he's tough. He's tough. He's not bad. He's just not as good as his record suggested he might be on paper. Next up was Edmondson and Lapin. I thought Edmondson won. I was very, very surprised with the result, actually. I was very surprised. I thought Edmondson won. After 8 rounds, I thought Edmondson was well in control. I thought it was up. I had to give him 6 of the first 8, so he was winning the 8th big. He then punched himself out, then got caught with a body shot, and he was done after that, really. He lost the last 2 rounds, but even with that, I couldn't have it any worse than 6-4 to him in his favour. I thought Edmondson won. Edmondson's good, he's clever. Lapin's okay. Like I don't like his style really. It's not someone I particularly enjoy watching. I thought he was looking for a way out, to be honest, until he landed that body shot. I thought it was all at sea really. He did well to get through. He had a few tough moments. I didn't like him trying to put himself over the ropes twice. I thought Edmondson won. I think he can count himself unlucky. And the chief sport was Lorena Okoli. Okoli's a handful. I think Okoli's very, very good. He has a lot of power, but the way he boxes doesn't show his power to its full potential. But he's a handful for anybody. I think if he loses 10-15 pounds, he could possibly give anybody a hard night. He could beat pretty much everyone. I think there's not many I would pick to beat Okoli. If he lost a little bit more weight, I don't think that weight did him any favours. With his style, I would probably try and lose a little bit more weight to try and for a little bit more speed and a little bit more gas. But I thought it was good. Lorena's naturally like a 95 kilo guy. Like, it's a shame the Bridgerweight thing took off. He'd be a hard man to beat, but Lorena's not a natural heavyweight. I know Cole's come from cruiserweight as well, but Cole is much bigger naturally physical specimen. He's a lot bigger than Lorena. Lorena's a good fighter, but he was well beat nearly every round. I think I scored it 10-0. So all in all, the undercard wasn't great, but the main event, while one-sided, we saw one of the best fighters of all time. And Dubois, I thought Dubois was poor, but he'll be back and in with the right opponents, with the right styles. He can be some great fights, and I wouldn't put it past him winning another world title once Usyk's been and gone. So that was the review of tonight's show. I'll put this out tomorrow. I'm just buzzing. I got a few predictions right, to be honest. So yeah, I thought Usyk could get the job done, and I'm glad he has. He's a nice man and a very good fighter. So that's the review. Thank you for watching.